Ancient medicine. The Greek doctor Hippocrates was born round about the 4th century BC in Kos in Greece. He was the first physician to regard the body as a whole, to be treated as one rather than individual parts. He based his thinking around the four humours theory. This theory said that if a person was to be kept healthy, then a balance must be maintained between those four humours. People believe he wrote 60 different textbooks by his followers, but yet it was his teachings that permeated all of those. He believed that diet and rest were hugely important for a patient's recovery, and to many people he was regarded as the father of modern medicine. In fact, even today, new doctors on university courses take what is known as the Hippocratic Oath. So let's just have a little look then at the four humours theory in a bit more detail. Okay, the body needs to be kept in balance according to Hippocrates, and as you can see from the diagram, some humours are hot and therefore create sweating illnesses, red blood cells coming to the surface of the skin, etc. And some humours are cold, creating illnesses such as melancholia and more diseases where the patient needs warming and so on. Different foods, different seasons, different weather could affect those humours, so it was very important to do all things in moderation according to Hippocrates to keep the body in that balance. Using this theory, diagnosis was incredibly difficult, and only really people who believed passionately in this theory could use it to make any difference to patients and their illnesses. Claudius Galen was a Roman who was born in what now is Turkey in AD 130. He studied medicine in Egypt before moving to Rome, where he took Hippocrates' ideas and theories and made them even stronger. He practiced the dissection of animals in order to understand the human body, but was forbidden by the Catholic Church to dissect human beings. He worked for 3 years as a doctor in a gladiator school, where his knowledge and techniques developed, and he saw the internal workings of parts of the human body. He believed passionately in the theory of the four humours and emphasised the importance of listening to a patient's pulse and judging that and using that to help you make a diagnosis. His ideas profoundly influenced Western ideas of medicine for centuries to come. His teachings arrived in Europe via Islamic texts and beliefs. Translations were made in Italy and rapidly became accepted as university medical textbooks. Church leaders looked carefully at Galen's work and decided that they fitted with the Christian ideas because throughout every work that Galen made, he referred to a creator, a godlike figure. Doctors believed his ideas were correct and that it was nearly impossible to improve on the work he had done. Even the dissection of animals was a book that Galen wrote that people used to use. Everything about Galen's work was believed, accepted, and spread around the world. It was still being used in the Western world into the Middle Ages.